Hello and welcome and a very good afternoon. You're watching Breaking Ground with me, Siddharth Talia. Now, 4 days before Rahul Gandhi embarks on his journey, the Bharat Nyay Jodo Yatra, it's hit the first roadblock, which is supposed to begin from the state of Manipur, and fresh violence in the border town of Moray in Manipur has now cast a shadow over the start of this yatra. While Congress has planned a nationwide march, the state government has denied permission for the event at the palace ground where it was actually set to begin. Now, the second yatra on the part of Rahul Gandhi is supposed to start from Imphal in Manipur and end in Mumbai in Maharashtra. It is set to traverse a strategic route symbolizing unity and justice. The Chief Minister of Manipur, Mr. N. Biren Singh, acknowledged the critical state of affairs, stating that mass combing operations are currently underway to apprehend armed personnel responsible for the attacks on security forces in the state of Manipur. In this regard, the Chief Minister has asserted that giving permission to Rahul Gandhi's rally is under active consideration. A decision will be taken only after security agencies send in their inputs as well. Listen in to what the Chief Minister has had to say.
The prevailing law and order situation in the state is very, critical. So, giving permission of Rahul Gandhi's rally is under active consideration. We are taking report from various security agencies. After receiving the report from the various security agency, we will take a concrete decision.
The Congress party has responded and said that they're determined to start the yatra from another location, if not the palace grounds, in Imphal, in Manipur itself.
He waited for 5 days. After that, again, he personally visited Chief Secretary to request for a permission to hold the yatra in palace ground in Manipur, Imphal. That point of time, he told today evening, this is 3 days before, today evening, that day evening, he will give an answer. He will give a permission, that's what. But unfortunately, yes, today, we got information that government of Manipur declined to hold the yatra in palace ground, Imphal. Today morning, our former Chief Minister, Bobby Singh, and PCC President again met the Chief Minister of Manipur for requesting.
The yatra, like we said earlier, would begin in Imphal in Manipur and eventually culminate in Mumbai in Maharashtra. And let me join my colleague Aditi, who will take us through the exact terrain as well as, of course, the locations in different parts of the country that the yatra will traverse, starting from Imphal and go all the way to Mumbai. So take us through that, Aditi, the number of Lok Sabha constituency that the yatra will cover, the number of districts, and also the assembly constituencies that it's bound to traverse.
Exactly, and this is a big movement that is for Rahul Gandhi, and how the yatra will, well, over here you can see how the yatra will begin from north side and go all over to Maharashtra, and this is the path that it will cover, and the total distance would be 6,713 kilometers, total days 66, and in those 66 days the Rahul Gandhi's yatra will commence from the northeast side and go across till Maharashtra, and we can see other specifics as well in this. This is so far the schedule, and this in 66 days the constituencies will be covered, Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra. So this is how Congress has planned Rahul Gandhi's yatra, and overall, as we can see, that this is what the Congress has in mind ahead of 2024 polls. This is what the Congress wants to achieve, the vote base from the north side till this side, and you can see these many states is what the Congress is eyeing to increase its vote share, the number of voters, and reach out to people to tell what Congress can do better than the Modi government currently.
Right, many thanks, Aditi. So an attempt on the part of the Congress party to galvanize public opinion in its favor in the build-up to the Lok Sabha elections. Let me in fact go across to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the updates about the build-up to the Yatra. Rishabh, K.C. Venugopal of the Congress party, the General Secretary, held a press conference saying that they've repeatedly sought permission from the Chief Secretary of Manipur to begin the Yatra from the state itself. Mr. Biren Singh has also said that the request is under active consideration. What's the latest update on that front? Because for the time being, it appears that it's quite unlikely that it'll begin from the palace grounds. It might start from another location in Imphal, if at all permission is granted.
Well, definitely. Initially, the plan was to start this yatra on 14th of January from the palace ground. Palace ground, remember, is a historical ground in Imphal from where Congress holds history as well. In the independence movement as well, Congress have had a number of meetings and rallies in palace ground, and that was the reason Congress was pushing for palace ground to be the starting point of the second edition of Bharat Jodo Yatra, or for that matter, Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, that they are calling this yatra for. But as of now, what we are given to understand that palace ground permission hasn't come in. Ibobi Singh, the former chief minister of Manipur and Congress leader, as well as the PCC chief, is actively in touch with the chief secretary and administrative bodies of Manipur to sort the permission in time. Remember, we are on 10th. On 14th, the yatra has to begin early morning. As of now, the permissions are yet not in. K.C. Venugopal, Jairam Ramesh and Pawan Kheda, who held a press conference, were very optimistic about getting the permissions. But yes, one thing is very clear, that right now Congress is looking at other options. If not palace ground, then where will they start with? Will it be Hotel Imphal, which in front of which is a big ground that can be used, or will it be behind the Budhia Bazaar, which is again which has a bigger ground? These are the locations that Congress is looking at as of now. They haven't come out officially with what all locations they have sought permissions from. But palace ground, as of now, looks out of question, given that police and intelligence agencies in Manipur are not agreeing to give that big a place for a gathering of people. Congress is also saying that when Prime Minister Modi can do public rallies, why not Rahul Gandhi? This is a non-political yatra, is what Congress is suggesting.
Well, irrespective of whether or not it's political, Rishabh, in the month of June, Rahul Gandhi did visit Manipur. He also got an opportunity thereafter to visit Churachandpur as well, which was one of the worst affected areas in Manipur so far as the violence was concerned. There were parts of that particular trip where he was not allowed to actually travel by road, and therefore he had to take a chopper to reach certain locations. So at a time when the situation was still quite volatile, he did get an opportunity to visit and tour Manipur. This time round as well, while there is sporadic incidents of violence in Manipur, the situation appears to be not as dire as it was last year when he visited the state.
Well, definitely, Siddharth. If we talk about Imphal, East Imphal, Vishnupur or Churachandpur, there haven't been widespread violence as it was back in May, June and July last year. The violence news that are coming in, the sporadic violence that are the news that are coming in are majorly from the border areas, More or Serchip side areas which are toward Mizoram and Myanmar border, not really from the central Manipur area, or for that matter Imphal area, from where the yatra will begin and will move toward Nagaland. Churachandpur and Vishnupur are on the other side of the yatra, and they are not touching those areas for sure. And that's the reason Congress is now raising up question that why are we not being given permission? Because we have seen that Rahul Gandhi visited Manipur. He did try to go to Churachandpur, which is around 90 to 95 kilometers from Imphal via road. He was stopped at Vishnupur area and was asked to return back and take a chopper if in all he wants to go to Churachandpur. He did later on took the chopper to Churachandpur, met the people there, but this time around the permissions are being dilly-dallied with, and Congress is now saying that BJP is afraid.
So there appears to be a delay in this matter. We'll of course wait for the final word from the Manipur administration about this. Many thanks, Rishabh, for your providing us those details. Now, you'll remember that the Congress had announced their ambitious guarantee schemes in the state of Karnataka ahead of the Karnataka elections in May 2023, which ultimately, of course, played a very critical role in them winning those elections quite comprehensively. Now, 7 months later, the focus is back on these 5 guarantee schemes that they had promised. But this time, it's appeared to put the Congress in a bit of a spot. The Congress MLA, Basavaraj Raya Reddy, who was recently appointed as the Chief Minister's advisor, admitted on camera that the guarantee schemes, which amount to over 50,000 crore, the exact amount allocated for these schemes is 58,000 crore. Well, they're putting an increased amount of pressure on the state exchequer, and that the government is looking for ways to work around this financial stress. Let's listen into this candid admission on his part some time ago.
ಹಾಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಭಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, 58,000 ಕೋಟಿ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಸ್ಕೀಮನ್ನು ತಂದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಹೊರೆ ಭಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಭಾಯಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.